Alright, so we're going to start with Malibu Barbie, and the first thing I have to say is that she looks incredibly sweet. But that is the purpose, I'm not surprised. She's supposed to be a much younger version of the Malibu Barbie we all know, and for that they've come up with these new proportions and a much softer, sweeter, and even kawaii look to her, which is in a way something that ties up really well with the cute approach Monster High G3 dolls have been created. I can see a lot of similarities between these two lines, and it's something I particularly like. In terms of the face sculpt, I honestly think these are so much closer to the Ever After High head sculpts than the Barbie Extra Minis that everyone seems to be pointing out. And the new body that will be incorporated with this series works perfectly to balance the head size and gives a harmonious proportion, in my opinion. I also have the feeling that Mattel will be using either the new Disney characters' articulated body, such as the one for the Disney princesses, or the Tinkerbell doll, or the villains, or a body that is very close to that existing one as I look closer to it. And in terms of articulation, it will have the same points of articulation than a Barbie Extra, that is a semi-articulated body, but again with these new proportions that work perfectly with the head sculpt. And that is awesome, because if that's the case, I mean that they're using a body that is very similar to the ones they've been using for the Disney licensed dolls, then all the fashion pieces across these two brands could be mixed and matched. So that is something so cool. All of these dolls will come with saran hair, which is my preferred fiber for this scale, and it feels very lightweight and realistic. And once you know how to boil wash it nicely, then the possibilities are endless. She has a half-up ponytail, wavy hair, and two streaks of pastel pink color that remind me of that first extra Barbie doll with the Millie face, which by now I think it's an iconic doll. In the prototype images, the hair for all of them was supposed to be longer, so that is a pity, and they've changed little things here and there, as you can see in the picture I include for each character. I also love the screening used, and I know these are promotional pictures, but I think this might be an improved screening compared to the previous ones of the Barbie Extra or Fashionista dolls, and closer to the screenings we're getting for Monster High G3 characters. She has soft makeup, but it does make sense for this reimagination of a younger Malibu. The ensemble now is very cute, and I have found a few references that involve both the coquette aesthetics and a more kawaii Southern Asian trends that will include these sort of like fluff for the top, the glows with like the rosette motifs, and I think it works perfectly for her. And even for the shoes, I won't be naming the brands, but the ones I include are actually very high-end fashionable ones, and all that combined with denim shorts that cut it to feel more casual, and the array of accessories that I find not only very cute but really cleverly presented to kids, with a multi-generational reference to the 80s or early 90s with the retro logo, so we as adults can feel the nostalgia, but that feeling can also be induced in the newer generations. And there's this mobile phone case that appears to be like an early 2000s flip phone, so much of the same with that. And then in her bio, which by the way will be very similar to those present on the G3 Monster High boxes, it specifies that she dreams to own her own makeup company. So that is all for Malibu, and I hope you've enjoyed this little analysis with the references, and if that is the case, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let me know what you think in the comment section down below, and we move on to the next character.